What's up, fight fans? As always, thank you so much for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right, so James Degale gets his wish, and he will rematch Caleb Truax on the 7th of April in the Hard Rock Casino in Las Vegas. So James Degale goes on his travels again. How many fights has he had away in the last few years? Andre Dirrell was away, Butte was away, Medina was away, Jack was away. I mean, Jesus, he definitely is the new Roadrunner. All right, I'm not sure about this rematch for James Degale. I really ain't. I've always said James Degale is a great fighter. I mean, there was a time, I think last year, when I said I think he's my pound for pound #1 British fighter. Because almost like Carl Froch, he's had to do it away from home. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that. But I've watched that Caleb Truax performance a few times, and James Degale just got beaten up pretty badly. Caleb Truax looked better than him in every single department. And, that could be down to a case of his punch resistance not being what it was. That could be down to his injury not healing, rushing back to the ring. I mean, any excuse we want to make for it, we can. But James Degale lost, and lost handedly. Rematches rarely go a different way. I mean, you kind of think of some of the rematches in your head that have happened in the past. I mean, Floyd Mayweather, Marcus Maidana, Ward, Kovalev, Froch, Groves. The person that wins the first time, 9 times out of 10 wins the second time. Just how it is. But the thing for those rematches, that there's always a question mark, right? Kovalev, Ward, there was some sort of people that thought Kovalev should have won, so okay, it made sense. Groves, Froch, again, the fight shouldn't have been stopped, some sort of controversy. Let's do it again. Maidana and Mayweather, Maidana put on the best performance against Mayweather that we've seen in years. It was like, okay, with a bit more, you could have nicked it. So there was a reason for those rematches. I've watched, and I said this, I've watched that Truax Degale performance, and I'll be honest with you, minus the fact that Degale had the belt, there's no reason for a rematch. Like, Truax just beat him. And so I question what Degale can do any better. And the thing is, I don't think boxing fans, have just given credit to Truax for that performance. It was a fantastic performance away from home. And I almost feel like he's hearing all the excuses rather than getting credit for what he did. He put on a fantastic performance. I think there's a lot of things that James Degale should have changed in his camp. He's not changed any of them. I openly said that I think he should have changed his trainer. Some people thought that was rude, and you should stick by your trainer, and I get that, but I don't see. Look, James Degale's last 5 or 6 performances, he's done that thing he always does, which is go to the rope, sit on the rope, shit punishment, and he always looks tired as well after rounds 8 or 9. Always does, all of these fights, and I feel like those are things that a new trainer, a new manager, whoever can instill and change. I feel like trying the same thing over and over again, as good as their relationship is, I just felt like it was a perfect time to take maybe a bit longer out of the ring and change your trainer. That's what I thought. But I understand why he wants to win his title back. I mean, look, potentially there are big fights out there for him, the winner of George Groves, Callum Smith, so it makes more sense if he has a title to go to the bargaining table with those guys. But for me, if I was Degale, I'd have taken a lot longer out of the ring. Nothing wrong with taking a year out. There isn't. There's nothing wrong. And then, I don't know, maybe coming back and trying to fight the winner of whoever Caleb Truax fights next. But for me, I think this is a mistake. And it could be a career-defining mistake if James Degale doesn't win. If James Degale gets beat back-to-back by Truax, then all the excuses he made in the first fight are out of the window for this fight. They're all out the window. So it's a risky one. He's rolling the dice here. If he wins, not a problem. He gets his belt back. If he loses, then where does James Degale go from here? Honestly, where does he go? I don't see anywhere for him to go if he loses. He has to win. He might win. But for me, if you was to ask me right now who I think wins this fight, if I'm honest with you, I'd have to say Caleb Truax wins. I really do it. And I'm a big James Degale fan, but I think Caleb Truax will beat James Degale again. And I think it goes to what I said in the beginning of the video. 9 times out of 10, the rematch goes exactly the way the first fight went. Think of all the rematches. That's just kind of what happens. So it'll be interesting to see.